such a strange and amusing place. One day you buy 'em rocket ship underpants, and then the next they're in outer space. Mama, don't you know you keep the whole world turning round?
Today we're speaking with Erica Pearl. Erica is a children's book author, and today she's going to talk to us about choosing books for your 3 to 5-year-olds. Erica, welcome to MommyCast.
It's great to be here, thanks. It's so much fun choosing books with 3 to 5-year-olds because they're starting to have their own opinions, they're starting to develop a sense of humor.
That's the point.
Yeah. So, but I think you're still at a point where you can really influence them in terms of expose them to some cool stuff. They have their favorite stuff, as you know. They're going to have their characters and things that are appealing. Yeah. But, you know, there are ways in which you can shift them into other stuff and get them really excited.
Tell me how to do it, because I'm going to die if I have to read My Little Pony again.
Okay. Finding books that can really kind of come alive. And this is a book by Bob Shea called Dinosaur vs. Bedtime. That's a really fun read aloud because you and your child get the opportunity to roar a lot because you've got dinosaur versus a bowl of spaghetti and he's going chomp, roar. And so you're in there making noises, you're having fun, your kid is enjoying that.
I like the roar because you can tell what the word is by the font.
Exactly.
And so they can read
exactly.
that word.
Mm-hmm. And so it's encouraging all sorts of literacy skills without saying, now we're going to look at this letter and string it together. They see the dinosaur make this big mouth open and this big word here, and they know from the book, because it's a repetition, that that's going to be a roar, and they're going to join in, and then they're reading, but they're not viewing it in that same way.
And they get to roar.
Exactly. So it's exciting and it's fun, and there's dinosaur, and they're roaring with him. Same thing if you have someone who is interested in hamsters or glamour, you have Glamsters.
Oh, that's so perfect.
Which combines both of them. It's a very, very cute story, but books, again, that pick up on their interests and that have fun, engaging characters that aren't necessarily My Little Pony or a character that you, as a parent, are about to, shoot. Right. You can pick up on...
And those books are just always so long.
Yeah.
It's like...
No, it's interesting. I think a lot of people, when they get to this age, they think maybe I should be going to long stories for my child because they're reading more, they're picking up more. This book will have more longevity. A lot of times, books that are concise and well written have more legs. They really will go longer, and the kids will get to know them and will get to be reading them on their own eventually.
Right.
So
I think one of the problems that I ran into with a younger sibling wanting to read what the older sibling is reading, and then you get this kind of disconnect that doesn't really work for age appropriate content and stuff like that. And so it's really hard to keep them channeled and focused where you want them to go. But I think this is really good, really picking up on what their interests are.
It's also good to look for books that visually have a lot of things going on for this age. This is a book of mine. I'm the author of 93 in My Family, and it's a book about a kid who has way too many pets. And so
I was going to say, it could be a book about my family. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, most families can relate to just the chaos factor in the book when you look at a picture of all the animals eating pizza together. Even if you don't have a goat and a hippo, your family may look like that. And it also just picks up on the kids' sense of humor because they see just the complete absurdity and ridiculousness of it. And then littler kids who are following along will notice things in the illustrations. They'll notice what the flamingo is eating, and they'll see how funny it is that the goat ate the box. And they'll feel like part of
I was going to say,
reading
what
experience.
Did the goat eat? Oh, he ate the box.
He ate the box. That's cute. And again, this is also a rhyming book with a lot of repetition, so kids will, it will encourage those reading skills. This book also, one of the things that I love doing with this book is that it also has addition built into it because there are different numbers. It's not a sequential counting book, but there's 27 owls, there's 10 cats, and the kids start
So like
thinking,
a partridge in a pear tree concept?
Right, they start thinking, and at the very
and then
back...
if you're reading the book, you can say, should we count the owls? And let's count
Exactly, let's see if let's find all of them, and then at the very back of the book...
Oh, you've got the
at the very back of the book, you can tally them all up, and they've got all of them lined up. And it's neat because by the time when kids get to kindergarten, they start thinking about the 100 days of school and these bigger numbers. And so a kid who loves a book like this at 4 will see new things in it at 6. When they go back and they can find all the animals and they can think in those terms.
Like the flip side of that concept is they've already been introduced to the numbers that they then are more accepting of once they get it in school.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
So it's a lot of fun to find books that have kind of multiple angles to them.
Right.
So, well, thank you so much.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
For more information on Erica Pearl or reading to your children, visit our website, mamacast.com.
Mama, don't you know you keep the whole world turning round?
Jen just told me to get off her.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, all right, never mind.
Well, no, I mean, that's fine.
She said I looked like I was going to make out.
It was starting to look like a
What is
different
a
type of
channel?
website.
Very special mommy cast.
Well, and she's hot too, so the closer she gets to
Yeah, I am. All right, let's go.